I've received hundreds and hundreds of emails from women who applied the respect message to their sons and it blew them away. Mothers have said it was life-changing. Another said, my relationship with my son improved overnight. These things have put a smile on my son's face that I've never seen. Mothers love to love. It's within their nature to nurture. Mothers are always loving and hugging on their children and their boys in particular. But at age 4 and on, they begin to see the little boy now becoming less of that precious little baby. And they're still loving on him, but not all of the sons are responding in the same way as when he was 2 and 3. And so she begins to think, am I not doing this right? How should I approach my son? Well, we began to help mothers apply the respect message, and they began to write telling me what happened. And we unpack in this book all of the ways that you can apply what I call the respect message. There's respect talk, there are respect actions, it's the respect effect. We want you to look at this because we deal with the ages and stages, whether he's older, whether he's younger, and we explain to you how to do this. Your son has a need that you can meet. What we've come to as a culture is we've coached fathers on how to love their daughters, but we've not coached mothers on how to meet the need a boy has to feel respected for who he is. This is what the Mother-Son book is all about.
Personally, I think I would have been a better mother to sons had I applied this respect message early on. As mothers and grandmothers, women, it is never too early and never too late to begin applying this respect message. Boys are never too young and never too old. Trust me, I know.
My response is my
Moj odziv je
responsibility.
moja odgovornost.
What do I mean by that?
Kaj s tem mislim?
When we get on the crazy
Ko
cycle,
vstopiva na začarani krog,
I want to blame Sarah for my unloving reaction.
želim kriviti Saro za moje neljubeče odzive.
Sarah wants to blame me for her
Sara
disrespectful
želi
reaction.
kriviti mene za njene nespoštljive odzive.
But we've tried to live by this principle.
Ampak poskušava živeti po tem principu.
Sarah's not causing me to be an unloving person.
Sara ne povzroča, da sem jaz neljubeč do nje.
The truth is she's revealing that I'm an
Resnica je le, da ona odkriva, da sem neljubeča oseba.
And I'm not causing Sarah to be
In
disrespectful.
jaz ne povzročam, da je Sara nespoštljiva.
I'm revealing that she's
Jaz
disrespectful.
samo odkrivam, da je ona
But
nespoštljiva.
everything in our heart wants to blame the other
Ampak vse v našem srcu želi kriviti
and
drugega
justify ourselves.
in opravičevati samega sebe.
But that doesn't go anywhere.
Ampak to nikamor ne pelje.
It just keeps us spinning on the
Kar
crazy
naprej se
side.
vrtiva.
So what we try to do is own up to our own side of the
Torej,
equation
poskušava vsak prevzeti odgovornost za svoje dejanja.
and leave the other to
In pustiti
their choice
drugega,
to do
pač
whatever
to
they
je
want.
njihova izbira, kaj želi storiti.
So I may be 80% guilty.
Torej, jaz sem morda 80% kriv,
Sarah apologizes for her 20%.
Sara se upraviči za njenih 20%,
Her response was her
in
responsibility.
njen odziv je njena odgovornost.
But let me share with you a little secret where my heart's really at.
Torej, ne vam zaupam mojo osebno
I
skrivnost.
want to say to Sarah,
Jaz bi želel reči Sari,
honey,
draga,
your response is your responsibility.
tvoj odziv je tvoja odgovornost.
Got it?
Razumeš?
And my response is your
In
responsibility.
moj odziv je tudi tvoja odgovornost.
And if you adhere to that,
In če to slišiš,
I'm happy.
potem, če to razumeš, sem jaz vesel.
Now we laugh at that
Temu se sicer smejemo,
because we see how silly it is.
zato ker vidimo, kako neumno je to.
And yet the truth is, this is how we live.
Resnica je pa, da na tak način živimo.
And we need to think about that.
In moramo razmisliti o tem.
And what I've also discovered, when Sarah takes responsibility for her
Ker sem
20%,
odkril, ko Sara prevzame odgovornost za svojih
doesn't
20%,
point a finger at me on my 80%,
ko mi ne žuga s prstom za mojih 80%,
this brings me under conviction.
me to nekako prepriča o moji lastni krivdi.
It just works.
To enostavno deluje.
Ladies, if you do that, it's
Dame,
going to bring your husband under
Če
conviction.
boste to storili, bo to nekako prineslo neko prepričanje v
And
moškega.
gentlemen, if you say,
In možje, če boste rekli,
let's say you're only 20% guilty,
rečeš, no ti si 20% kriva,
she's 80% disrespectful and
ona je v
just
80%
and you
nespoštljiva
reacted in an unloving way,
in se vi odzovete na neljubeč
just
način,
own up to your 20%.
prevzemite odgovornost za svojih 20%.
I predict she'll come under conviction.
In sem prepričan, da bo tudi ona prišla do prepričanja v lastni
But
krivdi.
there's this period of time
Ampak pride do enega trenutka,
that it's just a moment of suffering.
do enega obdobja, ko je samo pač trenutek trpljenja.
It feels unfair.
Zdi se nefer,
It feels dishonoring.
zdi se nečastno,
It feels unloving.
zdi se neljubeče.
But if we're married to a good-willed person,
Če smo poročeni z dobronamerno osebo
and in humble authenticity we do this,
in z iskreno ponižnostjo to storimo,
that other person tends to respond real quickly.
potem se ta druga oseba zelo hitro odzove.
Now, ladies, let me say something about men.
In dame, naj še nekaj povem o moških.
Some of you wonder why he doesn't apologize to you.
Nekatere se sprašujete, pa zakaj se on ne upraviči?
The reason he doesn't apologize is that he doesn't see himself necessarily as doing anything wrong.
Razlog, zakaj se ne upraviči, ker ne vidi, da je karkoli narobe z njegovim dejanjem.
Remember during the conflict?
Se spomnite konflikta?
He's seeking to do the honorable thing.
Med konfliktom on poskuša storiti častno dejanje.
Why should he apologize for being honorable?
Zakaj bi se upravičeval, če je bil časten?
He doesn't see himself as hostile.
On se ne vidi kot sovražnega.
So this is where we get confused.
In tukaj se zmedemo.
Because in a woman's world, saying I'm sorry is huge.
Zato, ker če ženske rečejo, ne, v ženskem svetu reči, žal mi je to
And be-
nekaj velikega.
And because he isn't saying he's sorry,
In
it
ker-
feels like he's unloving and doesn't care.
On ne reče, žal mi je, potem izpade kot neljubeč in kot da mu ni mar.
So we're at an interesting cross point.
In smo tukaj na zanimivem križišču.
But men, let me encourage you, another way to jump off the crazy cycle quicker,
Možje, če želite hitreje skočiti iz tega začaranega kroga,
even though you're doing the honorable thing,
čeprav delate častno stvar,
empathize with your wife,
sočustvujte svojo ženo,
who is insecure, maybe feeling unloved,
ki se mogoče počuti neljubljeno in je negotova,
and apologize to her.
upravičite se ji.
I'm sorry, I don't intend to come across
Žal
unloving.
mi je, nisem nameraval biti neljubeč do tebe.
Emerson's right, I was trying to do the honorable thing.
Emerson ima prav, poskušal sem storiti častno dejanje.
But Emerson's also right about why you would feel unloved.
Emerson ima tudi prav glede tega, zakaj se ti počutiš neljubljeno.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be unloving.
Žal mi je, ne trudim se biti neljubeč.
I was just trying to calm down.
Samo poskušal sem se umiriti.
Most every woman here will respond to that.
Skoraj vsaka žena se bo na to odzvala.
But ladies, there are some men here who find it very difficult to express with words that they're
Ampak
sorry.
dame so nekateri možje tukaj, ki imajo resnične težave z izražanjem besed.
A lot of times men with men are not saying I'm sorry.
A ne, pogostokrat možje ne rečejo drugemu moškemu, žal mi je.
What we do is we make a gesture of serving the other person.
Ponavadi naredimo neko gesto, neko dejanje služenja drug drugemu.
So you are doing the respectful thing toward your husband,
Torej,
maybe even apologizing
Vi
for being
delate spoštljivo
disrespectful.
stvar, a ne do moža se mogoče upravičite, ker ste bile nespoštljive.
And you can see he's touched by that.
In lahko vidite, da se je njega to globoko dotaknilo.
And you're waiting for him now to apologize to you.
In sedaj čakate, da se bo tudi on upravičil.
He doesn't.
Ampak se ne.
Then you think this isn't working.
In si mislite, to ne deluje.
But 30 minutes later, he's under the sink fixing the faucet.
Minut kasneje pa je pod koritom in popravlja vodovod.
And many women don't make the connection
In mnoge žene ne naredijo te povezave.
because they have a strong expectation of
Zato,
what he's supposed
ker
to
imajo
do.
močno pričakovanje, kaj bi on moral v takem trenutku narediti.
If you're a caring person, you will
Če
say,
si
I am
skrbna
sorry.
oseba, potem rečeš, da ti je žal.
There's a reciprocity.
A ne, tukaj drug drugemu izrečeva, žal mi je,
I
oprosti.
apologize to you.
Jaz se upravičim tebi,
You
ti
apologize
se
to me.
upravičiš meni.
If he doesn't apologize to
In če
me,
se on ne upraviči meni,
there's something wrong with him.
potem je nekaj narobe z njim.
But now he's under the sink fixing the
Zdaj
faucet.
pa tukaj pod koritom popravlja cev.
So what you need to do is accept what I'm about to say.
Torej, kar morate storiti, da sprejmete to, kar želim
Look
povedati.
for the male to make a gesture.
glejte, kakšne geste bo ta moški
The
delal.
gesture's almost always there.
Kakšno dejanje, ker vedno se bo nekaj našlo.
It may not be verbal,
Mogoče ne bo izraženo z besedami,
but it's his way of saying, I'm sorry.
ampak je to njegov način, kako izraža, žal mi je.
We're friends again.
Ponovno sva prijatelja.
I want to meet your needs.
Želim poskrbeti za tvoje potrebe.
Trust his goodwill.
Zaupajte njegovi dobronamernosti. za tem.
Let him make a gesture.
Dovolite mu,
And
da
thank
naredi neko dejanje in se mu takrat zahvalite.
You have no idea what this is going to do to him.
Pojma nimate, kaj to stori zanj.